Okay, this is going to be the first product review on my YouTube channel. I have been using this Neumann U87 over 10 years, mostly for vocal recording. This mic cost $3,200 and a shock mount for this mic cost $380. What? Yeah, I cannot pay that much money only for a shock mount. So I bought the third-party one which cost $100. Here is a contender of U87AI, which is Rode NT1A. This whole package costs $229. And yes, this package includes a shock mount, a pop filter, and even an XLR cable. This whole package is cheaper than a Neumann shock mount. So, $3,200 mic should be at least 10 times better than this $229 mic package. Does it or does it not? Let's find out. Before I review these two mics, I need to explain the recording process. Both are large diaphragm condenser microphone. And I try to line up the diaphragms of these two horizontally, and I angle it. Do you want to know why I angle a mic for a vocal recording? If you haven't seen the video, check out the link below. Both mics goes to a pair of Vintech X73s with same gain settings, and I record them with Pro Tools H10 through Lynx Aura 8. Before we listen, it seems like U87AI has a higher output level, so I add a little bit of clip gain for NT1A inside Pro Tools to match the level with U87AI. Let's listen by itself without any processing. Today's the day, everyone is here, salvation is here, today's the day. NT1A. Today's the day, everyone is here, salvation is here, today's the day. Do you hear the difference? Yes, NT1A is definitely brighter, and U87AI has more mid-low, around 120 to 250 Hz. Let's listen with other tracks. Today's the day, everyone is here, salvation is here, today's the day. NT1A with track. Today's the day, everyone is here, salvation is here, today's the day. For verse, I want to remove that low mid-frequency from U87AI. And NT1A is fine with any cut or boost. Let's listen to the bridge of this song by itself. Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. NT1A. Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. And let's listen with other tracks. Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. NT1A. Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. This time, the result is quite the opposite. U87 is full and rich, but NT1A is thin. Because when we sing above certain key, our vocal cord tends to be narrower, sounds more 2 to 4 kHz oriented. For my curiosity, what if I process either NT1A or U87AI and make both sounds the same as possible? Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. Blessing and honor and glory and power belong to the one, to the Lamb. Let's try this first part. Today's the day. Everyone is here. Salvation is here. Today's the day. Today's the day. Everyone is here. Salvation is here. Today's the day. This is for U87. I add around 12K, less than 1 dB, and I had a low cut around 60 and nothing else ongoing. For NT1A, I had a low cut around 60 Hz, no high shelving, and around 7 kHz minus 1.7 dB. Also, I cut around 1.2 kHz, 1 dB cut. For the record, U87AI is multi-pattern mic, but NT1A is cardioid pattern mic. So I set U87AI as the cardioid pattern for comparison. If you like NT1A, but you want multi-pattern mic, you should check out Rode NT2. This is supposed to be the same mic with multi-pattern, but I haven't checked it yet. Okay, my personal conclusion. Does U87AI 10 times better than NT1A? I will say no for an answer. Then does U87 have that much value? Well, I wish this is cheaper, but this has own character. To me, it sounds a bit expensive. What is special about U87 is frequency bumps at around 120 to 250 Hz, which some people call it warm, and around 5 kHz for the expensiveness presence, but it's not too harsh on top like NT1A. Comparing with NT1A, U87 is a bit dull sometimes, depends on how you sing and how you're miking it. But you can add EQ later to make it a bit brighter. But in the most case, I add a little bit of air, which means adding a high shelving EQ above 10 kHz and cut the low below 80 Hz. With certain compressors, this depends on the song, this sits perfectly in the mix. Well, it also depends on the song. Sometimes I add more EQs or saturation plugins to add character, but this doesn't require any radical EQing to make this sit in the mix. What about NT1A? As you saw, you can make a similar result as U87AI, but you need a bit of work. You can copy my EQ setting to match NT1A to U87AI. A tweak from there depends on your taste. Also, I use this for other vocalists who have a very deep and low voice. This can be your workhorse, so don't judge by its price. So that is for today's video. If you haven't, make sure you hit this video with a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And I will see you in the next one. 안녕!